Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Kai, and we back on the culture news. We got Lori Harvey going viral right now, and Lori Harvey's stepfather, Steve Harvey, weighs in on what he thinks about her celebrity dating history. Lori Harvey went from Trey Songz in 2018, Diddy in 2019 to Diddy's son, also in 2019 to 2020 to Future. Then in 2020, she also dated Michael B. Jordan. And then in 2023, she started dating Damson Idris. And her stepfather, Steve Harvey, says that Lori Harvey's dating history is starting to affect his relationships in Hollywood.
See, I gotta be real careful because Lori, boy, she be in my... I can't make no mistakes. I can't make stuff. I saw one of her exes somewhere at a game somewhere, and I shook his hand. Boy, I can't even touch his no more. I better not acknowledge him or look at him or nothing no more. So I'm off limits. If you are ex, your is my ex too.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Out of all of the guys that Lori Harvey has dated, it seems to me that Michael B. Jordan was Steve's favorite, right? And got the most approval. So when Michael B. Jordan tried to marry Lori Harvey, Steve was all for it. You know, he was like, please get my daughter off the streets, man. Because we have to acknowledge that when you're publicly dating, you know, maybe casually dating, not looking for anything serious, the public perception is that you're jumping from man to man.
He cold. She belongs to the streets.
Got him. Got him.
The public perception is that you're jumping from man to man, that you could be seen as this groupie, you're easy. These things can be attached to your brand because every guy that she gets with is so publicized, right? It's all over social media, it's all over the blog, and every time that she gets with a new guy, you know, it looks like she's just so in love. Aww. It looks like there's no other guy in the world besides the guy that she's dating. I mean, there's literally married couples that don't give off that aura of love and admiration that she does when she's with these guys. But at a certain point in your mind, you have to start thinking like, you know, I'm just one of many. You know, I'm just one in the bunch. And it's been proven that she will drop a guy like it's nothing. So Steve recently ran into Michael B. Jordan at the basketball game. And, you know, he didn't want to make it weird. He didn't want to be weird to Michael B. Jordan. Steve Harvey is still in the industry. So apparently the way that Steve Harvey was supposed to handle the situation, I guess when he saw Michael B, he was supposed to mean mug him, not dap him up, not give him no eye contact. And in reality, I mean, Michael B, it didn't do anything to anybody, right?
The rule in our house is any boy that's an ex, he's now my ex too. I must hate him like we was dating.
In the relationship with Lori and Michael B, she broke it off because she didn't want to get married. She still feels like she's young and she's got a lot of more dating to do. So at the time when Lori and Michael B were dating, you know, they were arguably in their prime. You know, Michael B was killing it with the movies. Lori Harvey, she was all over the blogs. She was all over the magazines. She was the biggest thing on Instagram. And it seemed like at that point, Michael B. Jordan was looking to settle down and Lori Harvey didn't want the party to end. And this is a key reason I think that their relationship failed and it didn't keep going, is because Michael B. out of his own mouth said that he's a very disciplined man. He's a very locked in guy, right? So when these movies and opportunities come up for him to play Creed 2 and Creed 3 and all of these new movies come in, he's gonna lock it in. He's not going out to the club. He's not turning up at the local spot tonight. He said he's in the crib, he's reading books.
Man, I'm built different, period. I'm just built different, man. And I've always had an eye, a discipline and a work ethic that I've had at a young age that I just apply it to everything that I want to do. So I would say that, you know, I rarely go out, you know, reading, you know what I'm saying, trying to reverse engineer how to be successful. Like, how do I, you know, start my own production company? How do I do this? How do I do that? And I always felt like if other cats was out partying and I was home studying, I would have an edge.
So I think that in this situation, man, Michael B really lost out for being the good guy, right? For trying to do the right thing. And I think Lori Harvey She likes bad guys, I believe. And one day Lori's gonna wake up and realize that Michael B was the one that got away.
He's right,
It's possible that Lori Harvey's method of dating, where I'm looking for the next guy, I'm monkey branching to the next guy, it seems like it's not working how it used to work, right? She used to have this mantra of, I'm not going backwards. There's only bigger and better opportunities ahead. There's only bigger and better ballers for me to pursue. But there is a limit. And I think that Lori is reaching that, right? Because for the first time, she's broken up with Damson Idris, and she spun the block on him. And reportedly, after Lori Harvey tried to dump Damson Idris and look for a bigger opportunity, Damson Idris got a better and badder chick. Lori decided to spin the block, right? And this is according to Tasha K. Check out what she had to say about the Damson Idris situation.
Steve Harvey reignited Lori Harvey. She's been quite quiet during all the Diddy stuff, and this is the most silent I've ever seen from her. Like, she hasn't even been, promoting her skincare brand, and we've only known the men that she's dated, okay? He decided to bring her back up, I guess, to relaunch her, and then, some pictures came out this weekend from TMZ with her and Damson Idris outside. So he came out basically talking about all the men that she dated, and they asked him, was he still friends? And he said no, because they moved on. But I'm like, Steve Harvey, those are some of your potential guests and stuff like that. They're part of celebrity culture. You just can't dismiss them like that. Now, here's the thing. She's been back outside with Damson Idris. This look like AI. There she go. So she's back outside again. It looks mighty good, okay? But I do want to tell you something. There was a video, and you know what's so funny is that video has been deleted from the internet. He got into it with paparazzi not too long ago. I don't know if y'all remember hearing about that. If you didn't, I'm gonna tell you about it, okay? So paparazzi was following this Z-list actor. Paparazzi was following him, and he didn't like that. And so, a little bird tipped me off. The reason he ended up getting aggressive with paparazzi, because he actually got into the paparazzi's face and was like, stop filming me. I told you, stop filming me. It's because him and Lori had rekindled. And boy, I wanted this video, but they had it taken down. He was with another woman. The reason he got so aggressive with the paparazzi is because he wasn't with Lori.
So this is like very reminiscent of the Cardi B situation, to where you have all of these standards for this guy. Cardi B, she was saying, hey, Offset is the biggest cheater. Hey, Offset is the biggest liar, right? All for her to get with Stephon Diggs and for her to be in an even worse situation. But in my opinion, I do think it would have been a better look for Lori Harvey to be the wife of Michael B. Jordan versus being the side chick to Damson Idris. So Lori Harvey's latest move was kind of off brand, right? She says she never doubles back. Lori Harvey is the prize. She doesn't settle for anybody, but it looks like she's settling for Damson Idris.
This is why we have to mind our own business, y'all. Hey guys, it's your girl Jen Trey. Hey, and as hard as it is to just not talk about these relationships, people relationships, celebrity relationships, you just never know when they're gonna come back together, because looks like Damson and Lori Harvey are out on vacation having a time, okay? I know y'all have seen the pictures. This is like day 3. I don't know what island they're on, but they're definitely giving vacation. She genuinely looks happy, and so does he. Now, if y'all don't know, they dated in the past and they broke up. It was very public. I think that was like, don't quote me, but like a few years ago, like 3-4 years ago. But look, they done made up, because clearly they're out here on a vacation and they look genuinely happy.
So at the end of the day, I think that Lori Harvey kind of fumbled what she could have been in career-wise. And notice 10 years later, after Lori Harvey has blasted or bursted into the mainstream, that we still only talk about her because of the other men that she's with. Versus somebody who has done this same blueprint, like a Kim Kardashian, right? And Kim Kardashian has managed to build her own brand. She's managed to stay relevant throughout the years without necessarily relying on a guy. So at the end of the day, I don't think Lori really benefited from all of these guys that she was dating, how, other women have benefited, right? when it comes to Diddy, you know, and we know how Diddy's name is through the mud, but all the women that were dating Diddy, you know, they got a career out of it. They got some money out of it. Cassie, she got a career out of it. She got a big payday, a lump sum with the lawsuit. What's the other girl? Young Miami. She got something from Diddy. But it seems like Lori Harvey gained very little when it comes to her career out of all of these men that she's dated with. You know, she didn't get a song from Future. She didn't get a movie with Michael B. Jordan. So she wasn't in the game for business. She was just trying to get validation from other women. So I don't think it's fair for Lori Harvey to be upset that, you know, Steve Harvey is still friends with Michael B. Jordan, right? So it would be unfair for Steve Harvey to tank his celebrity network because of Lori Harvey. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. So do y'all think that Steve was a bad father for not cutting off Michael B? And do y'all think that Lori fumbled the bag when it comes to Michael B? Let me know what y'all think. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Like the video, subscribe, and we gone.